Hey, good morning. Jeff Stewart, Keller Williams Professionals here in Asheville, North Carolina. I've got a special guest this morning. I've got Dave Jenks, co-author of MREI. What else? Shift.
Shift. Yeah, your first home. There
Oh my
you
God.
go.
12 years Vice President, KWRI. Is that right?
And Dean of Keller Williams University. I got to be part of that founding with Gary Keller. I remember back in '96 building our first 6 courses.
Wow. That's
The
crazy.
early days, I know.
I'm gonna say your resume, it passes. We're gonna accept this resume. You're good.
Okay, there you go. Here I qualify. I qualify to be in KW Asheville.
That's right.
Excellent.
So thanks for being here, Dave. I wanted to. We're going to have you come on the 13th at 10 o'clock in 10 o'clock in the morning on the 13th, and I want to
Yes.
invite everybody. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're going to be talking about, or what the purpose is?
Absolutely, yes. I've been doing a seminar for market centers that invite me in, like you have, right, and bring me to your people. And it's called Power Up, Pivot Smart. And it really is about the fundamental nature of the game that we're playing right now. And within Keller Williams, I was very fortunate to be there in those really early days, 1995, 96, when we only had 1,800 agents in the whole company,
Wow.
30 offices, and only 5 of them were profitable. I mean, we were just at our beginnings, right? And I'll share with people why Keller Williams is built to handle adversity as a company. We've come out of adversity. We've powered through adversity. Shift is a great book of what we did when the adversity of the 2008, 2009,
Right.
market crash. And so I want people to understand that there's a strategy that you deal with when you're going through adversity, whatever those times are, and because you're never sure how we're going to come out the other end, but so you know that you need to do something now, right? You just can't,
Right.
relax and take time off, not if you care about what it's like when you come out. So one of the things that I will share with them are the 3 things they need to protect and the 3 things they need to do in this chaos that we're dealing with.
That's
And then there'll be some fun time to look at a little bit of what makes Keller Williams such a powerful company for them to be with, because the game is all about them. And
mhm.
Gary and I at the very beginning said real estate is a local business
Right.
driven by individual real estate agents with their reputation and their sphere of influence, which is why Keller Williams has never spent a nickel on marketing our brand, Keller Williams. And yet we're the most respected and known brand in the real estate industry. Why? Because we've got the best agents.
That's
And
right.
those agents are what build our reputation, right? The yard signs and all that. So I want to get a little, because it's important for people to reconnect with the resources they have available to them, Jeff, through what you're bringing to them in the market center.
That's incredible. I think the biggest thing that we're hearing is I feel like I need to do something, but I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know, why am I doing it and what do I need to do? It's just there's a
Yes.
lot of fear. So I'm really looking forward to you being there on the 13th.
Well, they'll come out of that session with me with a lot of confidence about where their priorities are really,
Okay.
and pragmatically what they can do right now
Okay.
that will one get business right now, but also really position them, because every time we come out of a shift, as we wrote this in Shift, it's those people who are the most prepared for what's coming who will thrive in that upturn. And I would just tell you, I'm not a pessimist. I'm a pessimist. I'm a realist in the sense of we are in the weirdest condition we've ever been
Yeah.
in, right? Because there's all sorts of things. But here's the thing: I believe real estate will lead us out of this recession, depression, and that people, there's such a pent up demand and interest in buying and selling houses, and particularly for buyers, because what we know coming out of this is that there will be an upturn in interest rates.
Right.
That has to happen.
Yeah.
So for us right now, getting our buyers ready, even right now, to be ready to buy and buy fast and all that. So that's part of it. That's not the whole picture, but that's part of it, Jeff.
I'm super excited. Well, so
Yeah.
that's gonna be the 13th at 10 o'clock. And how much time do we expect to spend?
Well, I'm going to present for about an hour
Okay.
because I have some things I really want to share. Then they can chat in any questions they have, and they can come if they've read the books and they have questions about the books. What's the difference between MREA and Shift, and what applies now, and
Right.
any of that stuff that they want to, and they can chat those questions into you. And then at the end of it, we'll have whatever we'll have, like 20 minutes or so
That's
of Q&A. Yeah.
That's incredible. Well, I want to thank you for making yourself available for this because it's it really is special to be able to get right to an author and someone that lived the birth of a company of this scale.
You know what I lived at the birth of too? The Carolina region.
That's right.
It started in Asheville. I was there with Gary Keller and Mo Anderson when Jim Buff and Sherry Puffer and Mike Tavner came to visit us in Austin.
Right.
And they were debating, they were going to buy out their Remax office and all that stuff. And you know the story. You know, they came back and got fired out of their office. Right. Remax called us up and we said, well, let's go make it happen. And I will tell you, they really launched the East for us. I mean, not just the Carolinas, the East, because soon after that, we opened in Atlanta, and then the East Coast, because we hadn't been doing much by then in the East Coast. So anyway, pioneers, great pioneers. Sorry, Tav isn't with us anymore, but what great pioneers. And so we'll touch a little on that too.
That's fantastic. Well, thanks, Dave. So we'll see you on the 13th at 10 o'clock, and there's going to be a link attached to this video so you can register with us. And we look forward to seeing everybody. Thanks again for being here, Dave.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right.